Title: Berserk, the Adi Shankar Experience. Chapter 1: The Unfiltered Berserk Verse. Guts, a brooding mercenary with a giant sword that probably should have its own Netflix series, stares into the fire. The flames flicker and twist, casting shadows that look like tiny angry gods laughing at his existential crisis. Griffith, a platinum-haired angel with a face smoother than any social media influencer, stands next to him. Guts, the world is cruel, Griffith. It chews you up and spits you out like a half-eaten sandwich. Griffith slowly turns, raising a perfectly sculpted eyebrow, and yet, you seem to be the one doing the chewing. Cue a dramatic zoom-in on Guts' face. The sound of a single guitar riff plays, heavy, gritty, too emotional for anyone to handle. His eyes burn with the fury of 1,000 troubled men who just watched their favorite indie band sell out. Guts grimaces, spits. You don't get it, Griffith. The only thing that matters is vengeance, and this sword. The camera zooms out, the sword now looking like a poorly CG'd oversized hunk of steel with a mind of its own, as if it had its own social media account where it posts motivational quotes. Griffith, you're right, Guts. The only thing that matters is being at the top, but first we need to climb to the top of this mountain of chaos, and I'm going to do it with style. Guts narrows eyes, low growl. You're going to need more than style to survive the apostles. Griffith smirks, epic slow-mo shot as his cape billows dramatically, even though there's no wind. Chapter 2: The Descent into Madness, but make it aesthetic. Guts, his face half covered in blood and his hair looking like it's been styled by someone who's never seen a comb, walks through a hellscape where everything looks like a bad acid trip. Apostles, humanoid creatures with grotesque features and even more grotesque backstories, begin to emerge from the shadows. One of them is a giant with a face that looks like it came straight from a failed gothic fashion ad. Apostle squints. Your Guts, right? The brooding, I'm on a journey of self-destruction type. Man, your vibe is like a walking tragedy on Tumblr. Guts growls. You have no idea what I've been through. I've lost everything. My soul, shattered, my trust in humanity, non-existent, my hair perfectly messy. The apostle stares, clearly not impressed. A bass drop echoes in the background. Suddenly, Guts swings his gigantic sword like a lawnmower on steroids, cutting through demons and existential questions alike. But here's the twist. Instead of the usual bloodbath, we get rainbows of red and black, the visuals becoming more symbolic, trippy, and borderline pretentious. Think Sailor Moon meets a slasher film. Guts panting. I don't need style to kill you, I just need this damn sword. The sword grows a face and starts talking. Sword, this is exactly what I wanted, Guts. Destruction, pain, power, and me, all the way to the top. Chapter 3: Griffith's Journey to Perfect Human Status. Meanwhile, Griffith is plotting. He's gathering followers with the same enthusiasm a charismatic YouTuber sells self-help books. There's a montage of Griffith being flawless, giving speeches, doing yoga, meditating, and somehow manipulating people with his perfect, unnerving smile. The scene is filmed in a manner that makes everything feel like an artsy indie film, but with way too many close-ups of Griffith's mouth. His followers all stare at him as if he's the Messiah, which, let's face it, he kind of is in this version. Griffith, to his followers, I shall lead you to a utopia where power reigns and the aesthetic is always on point. Follower, tears in his eyes. Griffith, you are my queen. I will follow you to the ends of the earth, or at least until I need a break for snacks. Cut to Griffith giving a dramatic speech about destiny and ambition, but the camera is too busy focusing on his glittering hair, his perfectly tailored outfit, and how the light catches his eyes just right. He doesn't even look human anymore. He's a walking metaphor for unattainable perfection. Chapter 4: The Eclipse, but make it an ultraviolent music video. The big moment? The eclipse. But here, instead of just gruesome betrayal, it's intercut with over-the-top rock music and slow-motion sequences that look like someone went insane in an editing room. Griffith holding up the behelit, his eyes glowing with ambition and way too much confidence. The world is mine. Every soul, every suffering, will be my stepping stone to glory. The camera zooms out to reveal a flaming, blood-soaked eclipse, and everything suddenly looks like a fever dream wrapped in leather jackets and existential angst. As the god hand emerges, they each get their own personalized 30-second intro with slow-motion reveals. Their poses are unnecessarily dramatic, like ridiculous runway fashion models, but even the demons are tired of being in a world that looks too fashionable for their own good. Void speaks like a bored art critic, so this is the thing you've been working toward: Griffith, ambition, and style. Griffith smirking, it's not just ambition, it's the art of control. Cut to Guts standing in the corner with his sword ready for the most epic showdown. He looks at the camera, slightly confused. Guts, am I the hero, the villain? I dunno, but I know one thing: I'm so tired of being this guy. Chapter 5, the finale, unapologetically messy. In true Adi Shankar style, the series ends with no clean resolution. Guts and Griffith stare each other down on a shattered world. The sound of industrial rock plays in the background and everything feels bitterly beautiful. Guts staring at Griffith, you took everything from me. Griffith, not everything, I am the only thing worth following. Then, just as it looks like they're about to fight, the screen glitches and we're left with an abstract art piece. Voiceover, in the end, all we really have is a bunch of chaotic feelings and the will to survive. Who needs meaning anyway? The screen fades to black and the words "to be continued" flash in neon. End credits, a 10-minute sequence of everything burning in an unsettlingly beautiful montage, with an instrumental version of a Linkin Park song playing in the background. Roll credits. Final thoughts. In this version of Berserk, you get all the violence, torment, and betrayal, but with a whole lot more existential dread and unnecessary glam shots. Griffith is an influencer with too much power, Guts is a walking tragedy with a giant sword, and every moment feels like it's trying to win an award for most stylish crisis of consciousness. It's like if Berserk got turned into a chaotic, surreal fever dream where every ounce of emotional weight is wrapped in an unnecessary amount of style and a touch of the ridiculous.